Yo, what's up? What's up? Yeah, it's your girl, teacher Tamisha, cause I'm making these bookings like a boss. Yep, never mind. That was really awkward. Sorry. It's me being a gangster. Anyway, hi again, YouTubers. What is happening? Today's video is talking about booking like a boss. Oftentimes, we get into these new ESL companies and we're wondering, when am I going to start getting bookings? And then when they start trickling in, you're like, okay, I got students. Yay, yay, yay. But how can you retain those students? How can you keep those students coming back? Today's video, I'm going to tell you all about it. Stay tuned. Number one is engaging. You have to be engaging to keep your students coming back. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying you have to be over the top bubbly, like, yeah, girl, woo, you got it. Wah. No, I do that because I'm just an over the top personality. I'm just really bubbly and go lucky, anyways. So it's just natural for me. But for those of you who are not naturally bubbly or over the top, you still have to be engaging. And what that means is you still have to draw the kid in to make the kid want to keep coming back. So if that means you pull out your ukulele and start playing, that's you're engaging that student. Or if you have a sword fight with them, that is very engaging to them. So you have to be engaging to the student in order for them to come back. Otherwise, they're never going to come back to you. They're going to be like, oh, okay, that was great. All right, next teacher. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. So be engaging. Give them things to look forward to next week. You know, if that's your props, then that's your props. It's if that's your silly hairdo. If you've ever seen me, I like to sport a purple wig. My purple wig. I love her. Her name is Fifi. I always name my wigs. But right now I have in Samantha, so yeah, girl. Number two, able to adapt. Okay, in this teaching platform, you're going to have to be able to adapt to the child's needs and also to the environment the child may be learning in. When I tell you there's been some craziness happening on that side of the world through the computer, that's just the nice version of it. So you have to be able to adapt your teaching your teaching styles for the student. If you have a very energetic student, you're going to have to kind of get up there with them. If you have a kind of like calm and reserved student, you may need to, calm and reserve yourself as well. So you have to be able to adapt to their teaching styles, their temperance, or how they are acting, I guess their behavior basically in the classroom. And you're going to have to be able to adapt to the fact that they may be in the moving car or they may be in a noisy environment or they may be sometimes TMI using the bathroom because that happens a lot. You'll just see them sitting there with their, I won't say anymore. Just be able to adapt. That's it. Number three. Number three, you have to be able to connect with the parents and the student, of course. With that being said, most of the time, parents don't show themselves in the camera. So they may be sitting next to the student, but you may not even know unless you hear them say something. So what I typically like to do is make sure I acknowledge the parent, even if they don't say anything back to me, and that happens too. I acknowledge them. I'm like, "Hey, mom, ni hao ma." I'll say that. If they're a parent that does not speak any English, I'll greet them in Chinese or whatever country they may be from. So I greet them, and sometimes they'll engage back, sometimes they won't, but I at least acknowledge them to try to start a connection with them. Or if I have a student whose father plays, he's a musician, which is like a plus for me because I'm a former music teacher. Well, I actually think of myself as still a music teacher, but he plays guitar. He's a musician. The student is 4 years old and he plays ukulele. So sometimes I use that as a means of connection. So I'll bring out my ukulele, he'll bring out his, and we'll play like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. We'll play different songs, and then I'll try to engage dad and be like, Dad, do you play an instrument? Already knowing that dad plays an instrument. I like, and then he'll come out with his guitar. Guys, if I had the clip, I'm gonna try to get the permission from dad, but I would love to play the clip of them playing a song for me uh in I guess Mandarin Chinese, and it was beautiful, and they both were playing and they both were singing. It was magical. So I've built a connection with the dad, the student, through music. That's one way I've built connection. You can build connections in other ways. I build connections with my love for, I don't know, monkeys. I love monkeys. So my student loves monkeys, so I build that connection. Look at the students' likes and dislikes. If they like something, you use that, you hold on to that, and now don't overkill. Don't like, they like Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty here, 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 and it's like overwhelming. Okay, slowly bring it in, slowly add to whatever they like so that they know, oh, she might show me Hello Kitty today, or she might have a Hello Kitty hat on today. Who knows? And that's how you build that connection and keep that connection going, because once the kid feels like we're not connecting anymore, that kid goes off to find a new connection. Number four, to add on to having the connection with the family and the parents, I also make sure that my teaching skills are up to par. What I mean by that is I am making corrections, and I am still in everything else. With everything else I've already stated, I am teaching. And I'm not just teaching what the slides tell me to teach. I'm extending. I am getting that student talking. No matter if they are a 4 year old with little English skills, I have that kid talking and saying a lot and engaging a lot. And I make sure that I am extending that lesson. If it's colors, I'll pull out colors and like, what color do you see? Like colors, I do the numbers. I extend, 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 and I make sure my teaching is on point. I make sure my corrections are on point. I give homework to the student to complete at home. I let the parents know that this is what they need to do. This is what I look forward to next time when I see the student again. When that parent see that you have goals for the student for next week, they're like, oh, I need to come back so these goals can be met. You know, so if these goals are met, my student is learning. We My student is achieving. In other countries, not saying it's not the case in the U.S., but in other countries, educational achievements are really big and hold a lot of weight. So to know that you have a plan and have a destination for the student, oh, remember who's booking these classes. The kid says, Mommy, I like her. Parent says, You do? I like her too. She's getting you learning. And the kid like, we have fun. And that's the key. You want the kid to have fun, but you also want the parent to feel like their money is not being wasted because this teacher is just fun and no education. Oh, sorry about the lighting. It's acting crazy. Last but not least is you need to be available for the child to book. And I know some of us, we open slots as a mental, I don't know. We open slots to help out with the home, or every now and then, I want a little extra cash to go on this trip. I get it. But if you truly want steady bookings and be booking like a boss, mm, mm, if you want that, you have to have some steady available slots for them to book. What I mean by that is, if you know you're going to be opening those bookings every Friday at 2 a.m., then you do that. So that kid knows that I know my teacher's going to be there every week. I have a pretty much steady, excuse me, a steady booking schedule, because my kids, they look forward to that. They know when I'm going to open these slots. There's no guesswork. Now there's often times where I have to be out. That's understandable, but for the most part they know to book me Beijing time from 6 to 8:30 Monday through Friday. Those bookings are open for them, and they don't have to guess, and it doesn't change. It's the same. So that helps out with parents who like a good schedule, can come and get those bookings because they know they're going to be there. If you have a parent who they're trying to book you, but your schedule's all over the place, they're going to go on to the next person because that's too much guesswork. They want it to be easy. You have to make it easy. Open those bookings. Well, open those slots so they can book. Okay? So those were my 5 things. Let's go back through the list. I have the list here, if you are wondering. Oh, wait. I don't have it in the order that I said it. But anyway, don't matter. It's number 1, be engaging. Have fun. Keep that kid paying attention to you. Number 2, be able to connect with the kid and the family. Number 3, be able to adapt to the kid's learning styles and also the kid's environment. Number 4, be able to correct and have your teaching on point, honey. And number 5, make sure you are available for that student to book your classes. If you have any more questions for me, please, 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 below, comment, ask me a question. I check YouTube constantly. I don't, but I do. I check it. So comment. If you like this video, like it. So I know, I should make more videos for these people. And then subscribe so that you know when I put out a new video for next week. All right? So see you next time. Bye-bye. Like a boss. Like a boss. Hey. Bookings like a boss. Hey. Bye.